Right, Virgos, hey, I hope that you're doing great. Adrian here of AHNGreatLife.com. I hope that you're doing fantastic. I have had a super amazing day, so maybe let me just bring this a little bit closer. You can see me a little bit better. It's a little bit dark. I haven't sort of sorted out all my lights and everything yet, but you know, you would know that the last couple of weeks I did a lot of things sort of like where you were just seeing my hands. But I sort of really wanted to connect with you more face to face. I always feel that you get a more sort of personal connection when you sort of get to see the face of the person that you are dealing with. So for those of you that are following my channel, you will know that this morning I streamed readings for Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo, and then I connected with one of my friends, a beautiful transformation coach. We went to go buy some crystals. I bought this beautiful chakra balancing bracelets from this really fantastic store here in Cape Town. They're called Gemstone Junkies. There's a link for them in the description. Really fantastic products, really good rates, really amazing. I'm going to post about that on my Instagram as well as my Facebook channels. There's a link in the description for those, so you can go down below and follow those over there if you'd like to do that. Had a wonderful day at the beach. Some of you might have seen the video on my YouTube channel about that. With a bit of Table Mountain in the back. I was at the coast, I had some ice cream. It was a beautiful day. But now it's time to do your reading. So this is for Virgo, general reading, 7 till 13 November. And please take it as it resonates. If you'd like my channel or want to help my channel to grow, which I'd really appreciate, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification bell. I think it's there. It might be the other side. And just very quickly, what I also want to share with you is because there's a lot of people that have been asking me and they've been wanting to know what my regression hypnosis offer is all about. If you look down below and you visit my website, there is a beautiful write-up about that. But just very quickly, so regression hypnosis is all about going to the deeper part of the mind, that subconscious part of the mind that really does determine our conscious experience of life. So you know, it's about helping you clear out things that are holding you back, patterning that is not serving you positively. And also for those of you, because this is what a lot of people have been starting to come to me with. So for many of you that are concerned about maybe certain, you know, medications and sort of things that you know, placed in your body, and you're very concerned about that health-wise, know that your subconscious mind is more powerful than anything, and your DNA can actually be programmed, and that is really what regression hypnosis focuses on. So if you are having those deep-seated concerns, you know, about your health, maybe some regrets about some, you know, maybe certain chemicals or products that you have taken, preventative measurements and those sort of things, I mean, everybody knows what I'm talking about. You can then check it out down below in the description, check out my website and see what it's all about. And you can, you know, sort of send me an email if you want to, or you can book a session. All of the information is down below in the description. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. This is probably one of my favorite creators because I like the energy that she puts into everything that she creates. So I'm going to draw for you, Virgo, 3 cards from here. There's way too many cards that came out, so we're going to put those back in the deck. I'm going to draw you some cards, going to see what comes out and see what is a guided message for you for that 7 till 13 November period. Okay, so let's see, what have we got for Virgo? Please, Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels, what are the messages for Virgo? Lots of cards coming out again. For some of you, you may have a lot of concerns that are happening at the moment, you know, so a lot of messages are trying to present themselves, and we're just going to see if we can fine-tune those. So 7 of Earth, which is the 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Water, which is the 7 of Cups, and the Hermit energy. So really interesting, especially there with the number 7, because 7 is a very prevalent number, and 7 is all about that sort of, you know, new, that being ready for that next phase. Also there with the 7 of Water, there's the 7 of Cups, as well as a very strong influence there for you, a very strong Virgo influence for you in this reading. I'm also having a cup of tea. It's so beautiful outside. It's definitely going to rain. I live very close to the ocean, and there's this beautiful smell of the ocean in the air. It's absolutely beautiful. So Virgo, if you are concerned about money, about provision, as well as connections with maybe, close friends and families, loved ones, those sort of things, there's a lot of positive vibes for that. The sort of the stage is set, or everything is sort of ready for you to go to that next level. So when it comes to, for those of you that are worried about money, that is worried about provision and those sort of things, there's a beautiful sense of flow that's about to come ahead for you with money, with provision, with that sort of beautiful things that you might be concerned of about money and the things that money can basically buy. I also see the beautiful sort of, expansion of personal relations, those things that are important to you. Because obviously for you, friends is very important, family is very important. You don't easily just let people into your heart. And I feel that for some of you, there might have been periods of disappointment where maybe you felt you worked really, really hard and you didn't sort of get what you felt was sort of, what you deserve to come your way. For many of you, there might have also been a lot of things with personal relations, and things are definitely looking up. There's a lot of clearing that is still taking place. There's a lot of energy alignment that's taking place around you, Virgo, and for a lot of you, you might be impacted by that, feeling that sort of energetic, sort of like, the influence of it, the portrayal of that energy. And there's beautiful doors that are opening here for you. You may have you may have sort of overexerted yourself a lot. You may have given a lot of yourself to others, to family, to friends, to tasks, to works, to your teams, to all of those sort of things. And you are being very strongly guided to take a break within the self, to give yourself that break, to give yourself that sense of rest, so that you can sort of like realign with your own greatest good. Because for some of you, you may have given so much to others that you may have sort of neglected yourself in a little bit. Okay, let's also, they say there's more to come, and they're letting me know that whoever that has got a meaning, you will understand what that means. So and I'm going to say this 3 times because I'm guided to do that. So there's more to come, there's more to come, there's more to come. Okay, now let's look at your energies. So we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, which is I really love this deck of cards. I love her work, and she has actually launched today a brand new deck of cards, which I actually really, really like. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's going to be so super awesome. It's maybe going to take a little while before it's going to be available in South Africa, but good things come to those who wait. Okay, so let's see what we have. So recent past, we've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, that's in your recent past, Virgo. That was also the energy that was being presented for Leo in their now state, in their present state. So maybe if you're dealing with a Leo, or you've got Leo in your chart, and if you're not familiar with your chart, there's a link down below in the description that says free natal chart. You can have a look at that, and that gives you that sort of breakdown of that as well. Okay. Which is actually very helpful. It's very insightful because it lets you know quite a lot about yourself and sort of like the options that you have as a human being for yourself in this life. Okay. All right. So we've got the Two of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. Alrighty. So Two of Cups there in the recent past, the Two of Swords in your current space, and the Ten of Pentacles in the energy that's heading your way. So first of all, Virgo, there's a recent energy of things that came together. This could be a wedding or like a marriage of sorts, like a coming together. It could also be a contract that maybe came together. For some of you, this could be that you landed maybe your dream job, that you maybe got some really good news. I feel that you've gone the distance of what it is that you sort of needed to go. So for some of you, there is a space of maybe some distance that you needed to go. Maybe for a lot of you, you had to walk the path of really sort of finding yourself, finding that sense of self, finding that inner strength, that inner power. For a lot of you, it could be that you needed to be really, really brave. For many of you, it could be that you were maybe at a sort of like a wedding or a marriage, which may not necessarily have been yours, but maybe you were just there, maybe like a close relation or something like that. And I feel that even though for many of you it sort of opened your eyes, I just want to be very clear about this is not a reading that is aimed specifically just at love. In actual fact, even though I do occasionally obviously do sort of, readings that are focused on love, I don't specifically, go and focus a lot on sort of like romantic love a lot in these general readings that I do, because typically what we get over there is that a lot of times you want to know, the person that you love, are they going to come into your life? Are they going to, what are they going to do? Will they go? Will they stay? That sort of thing. And we build a lot of what we feel in our life and how we sort of interact and our experience on life based on what somebody else does. And that is a direct opposite of basically standing in your light and in your power and the truth and the strength of who you are. Okay. But I do feel that for many of you, there might have been an event where you have gone, maybe you saw it on television, but maybe like a beautiful movie or something like that. Or maybe you got an invitation to a marriage, but it's almost like in your heart you would have connected to someone else, and the other person doesn't necessarily know about that. Which I feel there with the Two of Swords is sort of causing conflict and confusion for you in your current space. Some of you don't exactly know what it is that you are supposed to do. But I also feel that it's more a sense of not so much not knowing what to do, but more a sense of having to go forward and ahead with what you actually sort of know you are supposed to do. Okay, so that sort of mind confusion over there, and this could be frustrating the hell out of a lot of you, because you don't sort of like to be at that sort of space in life where you don't have that sense of clarity. For many of you, it's almost like feeling in control and feeling very out of control simultaneously. Okay. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is the energy that's heading your way. So whatever the situation is, I actually see it being resolved very, very beautifully for you. And so it would appear that you are actually opening your heart to a new path, to a new, space and a new beginning. And I don't know, it's for some of you, it's almost like I'm doing this with my hand, but it's almost like you are receiving some communication from someone in the beyond. It could be like a more sort of grandmotherish sort of energy that for some of you might be happening. It's not your imagination, if that is what you are getting. Okay. It's almost like I don't know, it's almost like some of you, like you might have been asking for a blessing from the universe, but from more specifically from somebody that's in the beyond. Some of you may or may not have known that person personally, but whatever guidance you get from this is quite important and quite prevalent to you. And I sense that, that it's almost like that person is giving you sort of like the thumbs up, and it's not your imagination, it is actually true. Okay. I also feel that for some of you, you might be psychically developing and unfolding quite a lot. And again, it's not your imagination. Some of you may have been in the spiritual closet for a while, as I have been for many, many years, Okay, so let's clarify. And we're going to do the Two of Cups first, that recent past. Let's see what is that energy that came about here. Some of you accepted a situation in your heart, finally, And I feel that when you accept it, it's almost like everything suddenly became very clear to you, very crystal clear. You knew that this is what you're meant to do. This is your person, But, sometimes we have those moments of epiphany, but when you obviously go ahead and, have to act on that, there is sometimes where, where we sort of get very into two minds, because it's almost like, as I said, clarity of the mind, but the emotions is sort of playing havoc over here. Okay, let's see what we've got. So we've got the Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. The person that you are dealing with is not the same person that they were before. They have changed. They have changed quite significantly. And I feel that some of you might be judging someone on who they were perceived to have been before, but they're not that person anymore. Okay. So here you go. Those are your cards that you have for the recent past. And I almost feel like some of you might have that feeling, or had that feeling, that you might sort of have to, deal with someone that was sort of like the version that they were before. And with all respect, that the person that you dealt with before, maybe they had a little bit of a loser energy going on. But I also feel that it's almost like you realize that it was time to change your mindset around that person, that's a different sort of person. You're dealing with someone that has really moved into their strength and the truth and authenticity of who they are. Okay, let's see what we've got there for you in the current space. Interestingly enough, this reading for you, because in my readings I focus on you, I don't focus so much on other people or people that you're dealing with, but in this space it does seem to, especially in the recent past, it does seem to point a lot to another person, a person that maybe you've got some close relations with, that maybe you wanted to be with someone or wanted to, like start a project with someone or do a business with them or have a relationship with them, or, even maybe spend some more time with them and closer time with them, open your heart to them maybe more. And you might be dealing with a person that thinks they know a lot about you, but actually there are still things that they don't know about. And you sort of realize that they have now reached that space where you can have that sort of relationship with them. These 4 cards just fell out, and I just want to show you the bottom of the deck. There is the Queen of Wands. But for the 2 of Swords, in your current space, we have got the King of Cups and the 7 of Wands. And then also, interestingly enough, the King of Wands and the Page of Cups. So when we first look at this first 2 energies, the King of Cups and the 7 of Wands, this is a space where again it's like within the heart there is this acceptance that this is the person, this is the one that you want to deal with. But then obviously there's that that doubt that sometimes creeps up in the mind. But your mind is pretty much made up, and I pretty much see you reaching out to someone. I pretty much see you opening your heart to someone. I pretty much see you letting those emotions into your heart, those things that may have scared you previously. I pretty much see you being open to to sort of giving this connection a chance, and I see you being very optimistic about it as well. Let's look at this 10 of Pentacles, the energy that is prospectively heading your way. What an interesting one. Yeah, let's see. So boom, 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 Virgos. Let's see what we have. So you've got the Emperor, you've got the Queen of Cups, and remember that wasn't it the Queen of Cups that was at the bottom earlier on? I can't remember, but I think so. So you've got the Emperor, you've got the Queen of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Wands. All right. So some of you may have previously been very concerned about the fact that it's almost like you were concerned about whether you could be yourself in this connection, whether you could sort of like remain true to you. So maybe you're dealing with somebody, there could be cultural differences over here, different points of view with life. I feel that you're working with someone that actually sort of honors that difference between you, and it's a beautiful space, and there's an opening of the heart here, the Ace of Wands, divine intervention. I feel that for some of you, there is a space where you might be thinking, okay, so I'm opening my heart to this person, how do we make that connection? But Source is coming through, and there might be a chance meeting here that could lead to a lot of prosperity with this connection. Okay, and if you are open to Source intervening and to helping you and supporting you as you go forward with this, I would recommend placing your hand on your heart, taking a nice deep breath, and claiming that universal support for yourself. Okay, we're going to finish off with the Monology card to see what we've got there, what it is that the Moon energy would like to communicate to you, Virgo. Let's see what we have. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what do you have for Virgo, please? This one is presenting itself, full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. Okay, so there seems to be 2 sides of the coins here, where you like you kind of coming from this point and somebody else is kind of coming from that point, and there is definitely that balance of emotions and practicality and logic and all that sort of flow that is actually available for you, which is really, really amazing. Okay, so I wouldn't say everything is smooth sailing over here. It does, there is some work that needs to be done, but I would actually say that the bulk of the issues that needed to be worked through has actually been worked through. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Virgo. I hope that it helps. I would obviously, as always, really welcome and appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And if you want to know of all the other services that I do, or you're just interested, then you're more than welcome to visit my website. The thing also with visiting the website is I wanted to set it up in such a way, there's still some work that needs to be done on it, but I wanted to set it up in such a way to, if you come across it, that it just sort of like reminds you of the beautiful person that you are, just to inspire you and to motivate you and to sort of like support you in living your greatest experience of life. So if you just feel that you also maybe just want to have some motivation, then you're more than welcome to visit it as well. That's what I got for you this week. See you next week. From my heart, namaste, love and light.